This is math for Tuesday, April 14th. We're on I put 13.2. This is math fundamentals, lesson 13.2. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be calculating the area of squares and rectangles. So remember, the area equals the length times the width, okay? If it's a square, we can just say that side times that side. But it will also work with this, and it's one simple measurement. So if you will turn to page 372 in your book, we're going to get started with some examples there. So they give us example 1 in the skill check and give us a rectangle 27 centimeters by 6 centimeters. And it says find the area of each figure. Okay, so we're going to be doing the length times the width. So we set up the problem, 27 centimeters times 6 centimeters. 27 times 6, you have a calculator. You can feel free to use that. 7 times 6 is 42. 12, 16. So 162. So the area is 162 square centimeters. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're writing square centimeters. A shorter way to do that, 162, we can put centimeters squared. Do you see? These mean the same thing. So this is a really nice way to write it. And that is your answer to that problem. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 gives you a square, and the measurements are 11 centimeters by 11 centimeters. Okay, so what are we multiplying? 11 times 11. Okay, so anybody remember? Is that 121? 11 times 11. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yep, it was 121. I doubted myself for a second. So 121 centimeters squared. If the centimeters squared is not part of your answer, it is not a correct answer because we have to show that we found area, that we found how many squares were inside, not a straight distance. Okay, so make sure that you're doing that. All right, let's look at number 4 because it gives you the dimensions. It says it gives you a length of 14 centimeters and a width of 8 centimeters. We don't actually need the picture, but 14 would go here and 8 would go here. And so our problem is just 14 times 8. 112 centimeters squared. Okay? All right, so that should get you going. I want you to look over on your work on let's look at number 13. Okay, so number 13 kind of gives you this shape like this. Okay, 8, 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 12 centimeters, 3 centimeters. So we have a lot going on. So what we need to do when we find the area of an odd shape like this is we need to break it up into squares and rectangles. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line like this. And now I have, what number do I use? Well, I want to use this rectangle's measurements. 12 is too long, so I wouldn't want to use 12. Here I'm going to use the 8 and the 3. So this is an 8 by 3. So this one is 24 centimeters squared. Okay. Then I want to multiply this one, which is a 4 by 5, if you can see, and 4 times 5 equals 20. So this one is 20 centimeters squared. And then I'm just going to add those areas together. 44 centimeters squared is my answer. So you can see how I broke those up into rectangles. So on number 14, that's a challenge. And I'm going to kind of talk you through it, but I'm not going to do the work for you. So it says it wants the shaded region. Well, how do we do that when there's a white square in the middle? Well, we find the area of the gray square. Then we find the area of the white square and we subtract. So take the area of the gray square and subtract the area of the white square. Okay, so that should get you started on that one. Let's do numbers 1 through 20 on your work today. Let me know if you have any trouble.